There we are. Happy Sunday evening to all you Islanders. We hope that you've had a great weekend, that you're resting at home. You've had a successful weekend. I know that we have several here that are already been waiting a few minutes, and we're glad that you're here. For others, I know that you're joining right now, and there are some who are going to watch this on replay. So be sure that you ask your questions throughout this show tonight. We have so many familiar faces here, and I want to say good evening to all of you. Amanda is on her way up, actually. And yes, it's 7 o'clock. We had several ask, did you mean to do that at 7 o'clock? We're going to try it out. Why not try something new? I know it's better for some people. And of course, this time of year, it's already starting to get dark earlier. Have you guys noticed that? I've noticed here, by 8:30 for sure. I mean, it's just now 7 and it looks like getting dark outside, but by 8:30, it's done. So we're going to say hello in just a minute to all of you. And again, Amanda is on her way here in just a minute. And I do want to share with everyone. Let me do this on Facebook really quick. At everyone, we're live right now. Come join in on the fun. There we go. Perfect. Well, let's say hello as we get started. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Both cruise news. A lot of you guys are cruising coming up very, very soon. You have cruises booked. And then we'll talk about some of our plans as well. We're getting some things figured out here. And we'll talk about the rest of the year, 100 days left of the year just about. So let's say hello really quick. Of course, for everyone joining in, if you have questions, be sure that you ask your questions. Literally put it in the chat section, and someone may answer the question before we see it. That's okay. I will also try to see it and answer it. And if you're new here, say hello, and we will try to say hello back to you, although that chat moves fast sometimes. Z Show, it's great to see you, brother. I know that I was catching up on some of your content even in the last week. Ted, good to see you. Rick, of course, from Galveston. Rick, our resident expert there in Galveston, keeps us up to date with everything going on. Steve, Linda, it's great to see you. Of course, we spoke late in the week from Nashville. Had 2 upgrade offers on the Venezia and took care of that. I was excited about that. Jen, it's great to see you from Denver. And oh my goodness, what a play. The Denver Broncos. Beckett and I were watching that right before I came upstairs. Denver down by 8. With 3 seconds left to go for a Hail Mary. It's tipped at the 5, tipped at the 2, tipped at the 1, caught for the touchdown, but they don't get the 2-point conversion. But how much fun was that? That was really cool. Jason, Willie, Frankie, it's great to see you. Yeah, the Titans, absolutely. A big win today. We'll talk about sports here in just a little bit as well. Leo Tito, it's great to see you here tonight. You and Usnavi, I know she is here as well. Matt Hinkle and Kimberly, it's great to see you here as well. Jim Bees, hello from San Antonio. Mr. Fireball Steve is here. Fireball Steve on his own little vacation. Niagara Falls pictures. I saw those, Fireball Steve. Let's go ahead and let's ask that question now. What's the last road trip? What's the last vacation that you've taken that was not a cruise? And yes, there are vacations, or what other people consider as vacations, that are not cruises. It's hard to believe that, right? We used to go on other vacations all the time, but now we cruise all the time. So what was your last vacation that was not a cruise? Mr. Fireball Steve up there in New York. I know that you had a good time. Karen, it's great to see you. Cheryl as well. Jimbo, I know I'm falling way behind, guys. I'm sorry about that. And I'll try to catch up here. Chris Martin from Clinton, Oklahoma. Martin, it's great to see you. I didn't know we could take the gratuity off of our accounts. Broderick, you can take the gratuity off your accounts. It is optional gratuity. I'm sure that there are several in here that have an opinion about that, but you can absolutely take gratuities off of your account if you so choose. You could decrease or increase the gratuities as well. It can be a touchy subject for many reasons. Some people believe that the gratuities don't actually go to crew members. I said some people, I didn't say me, but some people will claim that. Some people will claim that they didn't receive good service or they didn't eat in the main dining room. They shouldn't have to be made to tip to leave those gratuities. But yeah, you can open a can of worms with that one. Stephen Skinner, it's great to see you. Of course, Stephen back recently from a cruise as well. It's great to see you here. Blessed Natty, it's great to see you as well. Will G is here. Will, it's great to see you. Usnavi, I knew that you were here. I just saw you, your name there. Joe, it's great to see you. Good evening. David and Christy is here. Best place to stay in Tampa, Karen? That's a good question. I have 2 or 3 I could recommend to you if you want like a park and cruise situation or a shuttle situation. There are so many places to stay that are local to the port and so many places to stay around the bay. It kind of depends. I always recommend if you're in Tampa Bay for a long time before your cruise, and, if you fly in and you get there early in the day to get a hotel near the bay that you can walk around in. But if you fly in later, in the afternoon, you land at 2, you land at 5 or 6, then you might just want to stay close to the cruise port because you may not go out very long. But I can absolutely help you with that. Yep. Cruise Crazed Fam. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Sick at home on a Monday morning. Yes, already Monday morning. In that part of the world. Glad that you're here. Hope that you feel better very, very soon. Hope that it's nothing serious. There's a lot going on around here. A lot of sickness and the stomach bug. And both of my kiddos were sick this week. They threw up even. Beckett had to get Beckett from school on Thursday. But a lot going on. Back to school, right? It always happens. Back to school. Teresa, it's great to see you from Mississippi. The Moonlight Adventures, it's great to see you guys. From the MSE Seascape. Amanda and I have been looking at the seascape. Amanda, will you turn that on all the way bright, please? Sherman, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. As we bring in the star
of the
show.
Jackson's trying to shoot me with a Nerf gun.
Well,
had to escape.
I paid him $5. So
he probably did.
Oh, my goodness. Just now getting started. We've got a lot going on. Of course, everyone's going to say hello to Amanda. We've had a good weekend.
We have.
No baseball tournament.
Relaxing.
Yeah, no baseball. We had a birthday party. If you have kids, you know how those kid birthday parties go.
Woo.
Oh, my gosh.
It was fun.
Yes, it was. But we had a good weekend. Had baseball practice today.
Yep.
And we have a lot to share tonight. So we're excited about that. Danny just got back from the seaside.
Nice.
We have several on the seascape right now.
Derek had me looking up some videos this weekend on the seaside.
Yep. Sherman said last vacation motorcycle ride through Arkansas, Missouri, and Texas. If you took Highway 65, you came right by the house. I can tell you that. You may have taken Highway 7, though. Highway 7 is the popular highway for those cyclists in Arkansas. Yep. Ronnie, it's great to see you. Z, I am getting ready to watch my baby mama, Carrie Underwood, sing Sunday Night Football.
There you go.
I was scrolling the other day, and I saw the figure, and I cannot remember, of what she gets paid weekly. Because that song is different each week that mentions the teams and stuff.
That's cool.
I can't remember what it was, but it was crazy.
A good amount.
Yep. As Rick says, I'm very pro gratuities. We were talking about gratuities. Some people didn't know that you could take them off. I said, be careful. You're going to open a can of worms.
Yeah, make some people mad.
But they are optional. Again, that's across the industry. That is not really per cruise line. It's really across the industry. And so Alito had a good question for Fireball Steve, Niagara Falls or Alaska. Fireball Steve taking his vacation that's not a cruise right now. Yep. 13 days until the fun starts, Amy says to Linda. That's going to be fun. It really is. Florida to watch grandson play hockey. That was Steve's last vacation that was not a cruise. Yeah. What was our last vacation that was not a cruise?
Branson.
Yeah, well, they had a little road trip.
Yeah.
I can't remember like you and I going for 4, 5, 6 days somewhere.
No. It'd have to be like the beach with the boys.
Yeah, a few years ago. 2021, I guess. We did go down to Florida when we didn't have cruising, I guess. Yep. Debbie, it's great to see you as well. We were on the Canadian side. It was a bucket list trip, Fireball Steve says.
They say the Canadian side has the better view.
Yep. Yeah, D.C. for a week. We did go to D.C. and New York one time. Yep.
Before kids.
That's right. Darren, it's great to see you here tonight. Debbie from Syracuse, New York.
Hey.
Yeah, and Cowboy fans are happy today. They're 2-0.
Oh, nice.
Lido said last vacation was Greenbrier, Arkansas.
There you go.
Mount Rushmore, Denise says. How about that? Oh, we've got Lions almost had it. You're right about that. Yeah. So close. Some great games today. It really was.
What was that catch at the very end of the game?
That's what we were talking about.
Did they get the
Jim is in Denver. They did not get the 2-point conversion.
Ooh.
So it was like
bittersweet.
It was. Yep. Justin says his last vacation, he visited the Southern Caribbean on Disney Magic. Next is the Carnival Celebration. Disney building their repertoire of ships. 2 new ships coming.
No, the Disney ship's a hard sell for me.
Yep. They go to Galveston, though, certain times a year. So we might check it out on 4-day. But we remember last year we looked at it. We're like, we're going to do a Disney. Let's do the 4-day. And we had already said yes. And then we got online to look at it. And the 4-day, like this week before Christmas, maybe, was like $7,500.
And I was like, well, we could just drive on down to Disney World.
Yep. Yeah. Chris went to Vegas. We have.
Nice.
I don't know how we haven't been to Vegas. NCL, Aaron says.
I'm smart. That's why we haven't been to Vegas.
NCL over spring break.
A bunch of casinos.
NCL is going to be fun. We were looking at NCL as well, planning our summer plans. We'll talk about that.
We're trying to do a summer cruise. Yep. We couldn't figure out what we wanted to do.
That's right. Aaron says NCL versus Carnival. That's a great question.
Depends.
They are like completely different cruise lines.
If you're going with kids, I would say Carnival. If you're going no kids, I'd say NCL.
Especially the Prima or Viva breakaway class. Amanda and I have done both. We enjoyed the Prima quite a bit, but it is a different experience. Yep. Everything from open seating to shows to reserve seating. Carnival is open seating. You come, you see what time it is, and you show up 30 minutes early. You get your seat. NCL, you reserve everything. Yeah, comedy show, Broadway show.
Very much a calm experience.
Yep, food was great on NCL, and great. The spa on the NCL Premium with the spa package, and my God,
if we do that class of ship, we're going to be doing the spa.
It is crazy. Larry, I guess I better say it. I've seen enough Cowboy fans in here. How about them Cowboys?
Oh,
how about them Cowboys? Exactly right. Monty's going on the Venezia coming up very, very soon. Yeah, in a week. Oh my gosh. And Amber,
amazing.
I haven't seen Amber tonight, but she's going over Thanksgiving for 10 days. Kendall Fire right now is visiting Joey. She's a cruiser right now with her family. She's not working. Cool. Visiting Joey. It's been neat to keep up with her as well. Disney's expensive. It is. Going on the breakaway out of New Orleans, Aaron, that's going to be a great trip. You're going to enjoy Norwegian. What I love about Norwegian, I love and I hate. I love their ships, but they do so much international cruising, that there's only 4 or 5, limited. Depending on if the Alaskan season is here, they have more ships when it's not here. But
they have some good deals for Alaska cruises, though.
Oh, they do. And they do a great job. They do. Looking forward to the Jubilee. Less than 100 days, Jolie. You're exactly right. Isn't that hard to believe that the inaugural Jubilee is less than 100 days away? And so many of you will be on that sailing. Yep. We're excited about that.
Kevin says, don't forget about the Chiefs. We cannot forget about the Chiefs in this house.
We watched the game. Beckett is a huge Chiefs fan. And Carnival Cruise addicts poking at me. Go Dolphins. The Dolphins play the Patriots, which is my team tonight.
If you ask Beckett, the Dolphins are not the better team.
Traditionally, they have not been good, but they looked really good last week. Yep. Jason, we have only cruised Carnival. We have Alaska in July on the Ovation of the Seas. Any recommendations? You're going to enjoy the Ovation. We have booked many guests on the Ovation. July is a good time to go. I'll say that. If you go early, if you go April, May, it's still cool. Some of the animals aren't moving around yet because it's cool. Depending on when you go in July, if you're going in later July, you have a chance to see the Northern Lights, which is always cool. And then it's not too cool yet, where the animals are kind of are hiding again. So July's a good time frame, and it's usually more expensive. If you look at Alaskan cruises, July is usually the most expensive month. Yep. NCL's mega expensive in Australia. Wow. Yeah. Yep. As he says, he is happy. I guess Carrie Underwood was just on the screen.
Okay.
Yep, exactly right. Carnival's system is still down. I wanted to share that.
I tried to pay for someone's cruise earlier.
Yeah, yesterday and today. It should be up literally any time. Maybe within this hour. There are several people who have reached out to us and said, hey, I'm looking to book a cruise, and it's not working for me.
It's not working for anyone.
Yeah. Carnival, they did a good job, I think, trying to reach out, and
they let people know it was going to be down for a couple days.
Yep. Cruise Nuts shared, I heard the naming ceremony for the Jubilee is going to be after January 2024. Is this true? Cruise Nuts, I heard it was actually going to be in February. from a source that I have who I trust. It's going to be in February after the new year and after everything settles down and people come back from vacation. I've heard it was going to be in February. So
happy Valentine's Day to you.
Yeah, if you heard that, that's exactly what I've heard. So we'll see though. We'll see what happens. Of course, we'll be down there. We're going to leave like the 21st from here and get 20th actually. I think, and get down there 21st.
You better check my school calendar.
Yep. Cheryl says Google says she gets paid $1 million per week, $18 million for the season. I think that was the number I saw. Carrie Underwood singing the Sunday Night Football.
Pretty good deal right there.
Like a 2-minute song, right? I mean, it's
and she comes in, gets her hair and makeup all done up, and
but do you know why she gets paid that?
Because she's good.
Well, because you and I and all of us, 120 of us, are sitting here talking about it. Exactly. That's right. True. I've got a question. We've got a lot of cruise stuff to talk about, but this is a non-cruise related question. And you tell me. Amanda and I have been going back and forth. We have been loyal to DirecTV for well over a decade. And I think we might be, are we the last people to have DirecTV?
We probably are.
I think we're the last people on earth. They're keeping the business open, supporting our satellite service. Who do you have for TV? We're finally at the point that people were at like 4 years ago on let's scrap satellite and go with a streaming service.
That's what I've been trying to tell him.
And we're finally here. So who do you have for TV? Because we're starting to question, why are we paying $150 a month for DirecTV?
He looked at the YouTube Live.
YouTube TV. Yeah. I see 2 people already.
Yeah, but it's the same price as DirecTV. So
no, it's not. YouTube TV is like
$25 more.
We're paying $150, and I think it's $78 or something. Yeah. Darren, we've had DirecTV since '98. I know.
Xfinity, I've heard of that.
Yes, I have.
So we have Hulu, we have Netflix, we have Disney Plus.
I don't get the Hulu thing because we have the ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu bundle, whatever that is.
But you haven't even tried to log into the Hulu.
No.
Well, you should try.
Does it come with channels?
It might.
Or is it like a Netflix where it has movies?
No, I think it might come with some stuff.
I don't know. I see Hulu, Fire Stick for TV. If internet is good, okay.
Yeah, we have the Fire Stick.
YouTube is $75, and that's half of what we pay.
Okay, that's true.
YouTube TV is 100% worth it. Dang, we may have our decision made. An NFL Sunday Ticket moved to YouTube TV.
Now the truth comes out.
I didn't tell her that. Dropped DirecTV 3 months ago. Went to Hulu Live.
Okay. So there must be a difference between Hulu and Hulu Live.
Yeah, that's what it is, I bet.
Yeah.
That's still half of what we're paying, though. I've heard of Sling as well. So drop the direct. I think we're going the right direction. Probably the direction we should have gone 4 years ago. And literally, Amanda can confirm this. That's the number one question on my list for tonight.
Wow. So he didn't trust me, but he trusted you guys.
It's all about the Sunday Ticket. That's right. DirecTV Stream. That's what Daniel has, my brother.
Is it cheaper?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We need to look at it. Thank you all for your input on that. I knew that probably Direct was not the best option anymore, but.
Can you talk to YouTube about giving you a discount?
Yeah, right. I wish. And let's talk about this. Stephen, you brought it up, so we'll talk about it.
Let's do it.
Most cruise lines, including Carnival, Royal is better, but still not great. Do they need to do better? Steven Skinner said Carnival needs to get something ... their TV services. Used to it was good.
I like to have a movie option.
Karen has direct YouTube TV.
I think they just need more options as far as a lot of
people have YouTube.
Pick the movie.
Yeah, Martin, I saw it's $400. Yeah. Usnavi, thank you for that reminder of hitting that like button. We have 130 on here. Smash that like button, and that will help. It will help show this in front of others who are scrolling through like a lot of us do, right, on a Sunday night. What am I going to watch? There's nothing on. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Carnival and others need to do something. We don't watch a lot of TV on our cruises, really don't. Well, but the sports specifically, Carnival's TV sucks unless you like HGTV, Food Network.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right about that. Let's talk about sports. I know a lot of you brought up sports. You've called out your sports teams. Let me ask you this: between yesterday and today, did your sports team win? It could be college or pro. We had an ugly heartbreak. I don't even know what happened. BYU came to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and whooped up on the Razorbacks. It was ugly. bad.
Slaughtered those pigs looking for the bacon.
But yeah, they got the bacon, they cut it up, and they went back home.
They did.
Did your teams win this weekend? And while you're answering that, do you follow your teams? Do you watch them play if you're on a cruise ship? Football season, a lot of us cruise from here to the end of the year. Do you try to watch your team, catch your team on a cruise ship? Yep.
We do.
Yeah.
We try to
Jen
watch
says
the team play.
Colorado Buffaloes. What a game last night. Down by 11 in the fourth quarter, and they come back and win prime time, turning some heads. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Raiders lost. I saw that. Sooners and Cowboys won. Syracuse, absolutely. Yeah. Chiefs, of course.
That's his brother's team.
We play LSU next week. It's not, and it's
LSU.
Yeah, it's at night, and it's at LSU. Can we cancel the game? Can we cancel the game, please? Yep. No, don't watch on the cruise. Justin, Buckeyes are 3-0. Of course, I watched them play. I need an early boarding. Exactly right. So you watch the Browns versus the Dirty Birds. Yep. Chiefs and Seahawks, absolutely. 49-10.
Ooh.
Yeah. LSU. Good. No, that may be what it's going to be. I mean,
yeah.
Huskers finally won. That's exactly right. Some great games, though. And two football games tomorrow night. Of course, baseball season is here as well. I see an Orioles fan. Kevin, I'm a semi-Orioles fan because of Heston Kjerstad.
No. He's a semi-Oreo fan. He got confused.
That too.
He got confused.
The birthday cake, Oreos.
Oh,
Heston Kjerstad, former Arkansas Razorback, had his first career MLB hit, and guess what it was, Amanda?
A home run.
Home run. And the guy was throwing a no-hitter. And he hit the home
he
run.
wasn't anymore.
Exactly right. Yep. Cowboys, 49ers, all won. Yeah, 49ers game was good too. It was good for sports. It's great that it's back. It's a good time of year.
It is.
It's been fun. Yeah, Beckett has noticed, we have football and baseball practice all the time, almost every night. We've got something going on.
Yeah, and he did not want to leave to go to baseball and miss the end of the Chiefs game.
Yep. But he's starting to notice it's neat when we go to practice in the evenings. Hey, it feels good outside. It's like, yes, it is. So it's a good time of year. It is. Summer 2024 plans. Let's talk about this. This seems it seems 50-50, I guess, in my mind, just because of our schedule. Amanda being a teacher, we're thankful for our teachers.
Woohoo.
I guess for many, many years, I just thought that everyone, cruised once at least in the summer, and that is the most in demand of when you look at pricing and things like that. But there's some people that stay away. They stay away from it.
Spring break, they stay away from spring break, stay away from the summer.
They do. And probably have a better experience. They for sure don't pay as much. But I wanted to ask all of us here tonight, do you have a cruise booked in 2024 from May to August? Are you cruising next summer? I think a lot of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry,
Amber's
you're right
got
about
a group going.
Yep. Amber's got a big group in July, July 13th cruise.
We're looking at something for June,
Yankees.
something for July. We don't know.
Yep.
The Icon. Oh.
Yeah, the Icon
cruise. Paying the price for the Icon? We are not.
Amanda, I had a show earlier in the week where I discussed the Icon. And the Icon is so popular, they released the dates from here until April of 2026. And I looked at what's the cheapest price. And it's like September in 2025. And the cheapest balcony, this is a guaranteed, you don't get to choose your own, and it's an interior balcony. You're overlooking Central Park or Promenade. $4,800 was the for two guarantee balcony.
No thanks.
It's insane. The cheapest. Celebrity in Europe, Justin says. We've been doing some looking in Europe. We're going to talk about our summer plans here in just a minute. We have several things in the works. Kevin's cruising Icon in May.
Nice.
That'll be perfect time.
They have to pay for that nice ship they got. I mean,
it'll be perfect time. They'll get, it's coming out at the end of January. All the crew members will have kind of their rotation down, job down. That will be perfect. That's one thing. We've had several reach out and want to cruise the first 4 or 6 sailings, and it's crazy expensive. And I know this sounds terrible from a sales perspective, but I don't even consider us in sales. Someone will call me and say, "Hey, I want to book the third cruise on the Icon," and I'm like, "No, you don't." And they're ready to give me the card number, and I'm like,
Let's
I
just
can't
wait.
I can't let you pay for this. I mean, if you really want to, yes, but please hear me out before you do. Can we extend it? Can we push it back a couple of months?
Yeah.
I know
Let them
Royal
work the kinks out.
Royal would not
first.
like to hear that, but that's the way it goes for me. I can tell you that.
Well, I think it's because we've done some ships that were early out, and the service. I mean, great service. Just they got to figure it out.
They do. Yep. Jolie wants to try Virgin Voyages next year. That would be a great goal. Very affordable pricing.
Okay.
Year round, it really is affordable pricing. Of course, 21 and above cruising. Who doesn't love that?
That's true.
Julie cruises late winter, January, February. I can get hot weather in Missouri. Don't need a Caribbean for that. Someone the other day, we were talking about how hot it was, and they said, we'll sit here and complain about the hot weather, but we'll go pay, $2,000 or $3,000 to go to the Caribbean. It's just different, right? It hits different.
It's a different kind of heat.
Yeah, exactly right. We're skipping sailing during the summer. Rick says spring and fall are great times.
I get it.
They are. They really are. I try not to cruise in the summer.
You know who does have really good cruise prices?
They're about to get us.
MSC.
They almost did last night.
MSC has some great cruise prices.
Yep. Mark, December 2023, January 24, and 4th of July on the Harmony. That's going to be fun.
Ooh,
The Harmony.
4th of July.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be good.
It's always fun. The Harmony is very, very close to coming to Galveston.
Yeah.
Just a few weeks away. Marcus has got a question here. I'm going on a cruise out of Galveston in March on the Jubilee. Marcus, what date? Because we are also cruising on the Jubilee in March.
Interesting.
When does the drink package actually start after we get into international waters or the actual next day? It is 6:00 a.m. your first sea day.
Day 2.
Yep. 6:00 a.m. your first sea day. And Marcus, let me know your date because we really do have a cruise on the Jubilee. Yep. Alaska in June on Discovery. The Alaskan season is almost done.
That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
You got to be looking to next year if you're going to
The
go.
Luminosa has already left.
Yeah.
And skipped the Alaska leg. Did y'all see that? The 30-day cruise is supposed to have several stops in Alaska before it went over and visited Japan.
Mm-hmm.
The weather was bad.
I mean, then I'm glad they skipped it.
Well, yes, but they added sea days. And then
another iceberg situation.
Come on now, get real.
They literally have icebergs. That is real.
Well, that is real. And there was actually a ship, a princess ship that was damaged by ice, submerged ice. And there was like some ship called the Titanic or something. You okay there? The Carnival Spirit left. Mark and Jerry Williams are on the Spirit.
Oh,
and
there you go.
They lost propulsion yesterday.
Hey, if I'm stuck out at sea.
Panama Canal cruise. That's the Spirit's going from Seattle to Mobile. It's going to cruise out of Mobile. And they lost propulsion. They've had to skip their Alaskan
that's not
Ketchikan, I think, yesterday. But they've announced that they are still going to make their way towards the Panama Canal.
And they are still afloat.
They are still afloat for sure. Mark and Jerry, who I don't even know how many cruises we have.
Just going to ride the current.
I don't even know how many cruises we've booked for them. It's been a lot. But they enjoyed – it's been so much that I don't share this much, but I'll share it. We sent them to the steakhouse last night, and they enjoyed the steakhouse.
There you go.
They enjoyed it. Yep. Rick, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Allure has 5 more sailings before the Harmony arrives November the 1st. And then the Allure is starting at first. She's going to start short sailings, the first Oasis class ship to start 4 and 5 day sailings, which is good news because people can enjoy the, an Oasis class ship on a short itinerary. But how do you do everything? There's so much to do. How do you get it done? So I thought that was interesting as well. Jay, of course, going on the Meraviglia. 1223, we were managing Jay's cruises. Jay actually upgraded his cruise just a couple of weeks ago. Needed side-by-side cabins, and we did not have it at first, but perseverance paid off, and we have side-by-side cabins now. Yep, absolutely. About a month till I'm sailing on the Freedom back to the States with a new Welltail, of course, the Carnival Freedom, and the fire that I guess it's a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It might be longer than that. She got her tail.
She's going to dry dock, and they announced it then. They put the temporary old school tail on, and they said she'll get her real tail when she goes to dry dock. And now here we are.
Tail on that girl.
That's right. She's about to have a new tail.
about to be
Are there
shiny.
smoke-free cruises, Joe? That's a good question. There are smoke-free casinos, but there are not smoke-free cruises, and it's
But they have smoking areas, and they're like just small areas.
for sure.
I'm never bothered by the smoke when we cruise
No,
because
well, it
they're
depends on the ship. Yep.
kind of.
Kevin asked, has MSC received better inspection scores? Of course, it's been 4 or 5 months, and it was like a 68 or a 73 inspection score. It was
Okay.
really bad.
Okay, I changed my mind.
But other ships have received better scores. Of course, that test is done. That inspections are
Derek
twice a year.
conveniently left that key piece of information out.
It was on the show.
I don't watch the show.
Not every day. I'll come home and I'll be like, "Did you see the show today?"
Did
like,
not.
This is the first minute I've had to rest.
Yeah, like some people work during the day.
I know. Have we tried MSC? We have not, but that's what we're going to talk about here in just a second because we're wanting to. We almost did. We lost power on the horizon last week. Jason says, I saw that. I saw a couple of people post that. It was out for 5 or 10 minutes at 2 a.m. We had just went to sleep, so we missed it. That's perfect. There is on Jubilee. Wow. In January.
They just turned the power out to save money.
Ollie's on there in March as well. We are on the Jubilee March the 16th. I've seen 3 people now say that they are on the Jubilee in March.
Everybody wants to go.
Is it going to be? I bet you it is the 9th.
It's
Texas
spring break.
Spring break is the 9th. I bet the other 3 people are on there the 9th.
Why is the whole family up in this small square footage now?
That's a great question.
Even the dog has come up.
Here we go. Oh, Shelby girl. She did not come up. She was for sure brought up.
That's probably true.
Yep. Martin, thank you so much for that super chat. Any word when Carnival might open up September 2025 in Europe? Want to start booking a cruise for our 25th anniversary? I think in the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think we are very, very close to all 2025 sailings opening up very, very soon. So by the end of October, this time next month, probably. Glenn, thank you for that super chat. We appreciate that so much.
Glenn.
Big Guy's got a transatlantic on Royal Caribbean.
The big guy.
Yeah. We had our first transatlantic this year and absolutely enjoyed it.
Highly recommend.
Loved it. Would do it again and again and again. Loved it. Absolutely. Glenn's got the Miracle, the Jubilee, the Celebration, and the Dream booked.
Nice.
Yes, absolutely. Jen, 50th birthday cruise on the Celebration.
Oh,
that is cool.
That'd be a good birthday right there.
We are we're excited, Jen, to help manage those and help you plan as you go throughout your process. You'll be on the week before us. We are going the 23rd for Michigan's spring break. We will try to say hello as we're getting off the ship. You'll probably be arriving and parking, and so we would love to say hello. Just keep in touch with us. We've done that many times. Matter of fact, driving back, that's where we met David Whalen for the first time. Remember? Stopped at an Exxon gas station because it was a similar deal. He was getting on a ship. We were getting off.
Said hi and bye.
We said hello, took a picture, and start the 8-hour drive home, right?
Yeah, well, he got on board the ship.
That's right. Will G is on the Jubilee in January.
Nice.
That's going to be a lot of fun as well. We're excited about that. Yep. Steven is there. Going to be there. Those casino offers, of course. Yep. Yep. We're on the Jubilee the 30th. Karen says absolutely. So we'll be on, and then you guys will. We'll try to say hello. Harmony of the Seas as well. Let's talk about our summer 2024 plans. Nothing is in concrete yet. I think this is the latest in several years that we have waited to book our summer cruises.
We're kind of waiting to see if any deals come out for like casino offers for Derek.
Yeah, which is
so those might not come out until like February.
Yeah.
Well, you got them last year.
So our goal, our plan, in the last several years, I've been offered this, but we just haven't done it yet. But our goal,
ready to do it.
Our goal in July is to do what?
Is to do a European cruise for maybe just the month of July.
Two back-to-back cruises. That would be a month, is what it would be.
We'll see.
Yep. Chris, thank you so much for that first super chat from you. Are y'all going on the Disney Treasure? We're booked in 2025. By 2020, we're not booked on it yet, but by 2025, maybe so. The Treasure, one of Disney's new ships.
Disney's a
think
hard
so?
sell for me. I would rather just go to
I gotta
Disney
get her on
World.
board. I gotta get her on board.
I want to go to Disney World, not the show.
I think it'd be neat. You know,
I'll buy a Mickey
It's-
Mouse costume and dance around
it's
the
a
house for
different
you.
experience. There are shows while you eat dinner. There's
Yeah.
multiple dining rooms.
The kids would love it. That is
They
true.
would. They would. I think we need a pair. We need to go and do a Disney cruise and do a side by side with a Royal or
That'd be
Carnival
good.
cruise beside
Yep.
it. You know, I think that'd be fun.
It's a good
Chris,
option.
thank you so much. And that Disney Treasure Cruise is going to be fun. A lot of Disney news, a lot of Disney cruise news has come out the last couple of weeks. Disney usually is quiet because, of course, they're a smaller line, but they have a lot going on. They really do. So July, hopefully going to Europe for a back-to-back. That's not
the
concrete,
goal.
though. But we're also looking at MSC leaving the Sunday before Memorial Day. Yeah. And going on a 7-day on the seashore,
Out of.
Port Canaveral. Yep.
We're thinking just
we almost
us two. Sorry.
Yes. Can't say that too loud. But we looked at MSC and we would go in the yacht club. I know we have
Derek had me look up the yacht
Yeah,
club,
we have-
and now I'm feeling a little bit fancy.
several of you have mentioned that you've sailed MSC. Have you sailed as part of the yacht club? Let us know.
Mark and Jerry, they're like the pros,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
said that's the
You
only
have
way to
to.
go.
Yep. Carnival Cruise Addicts, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that.
No
Can't do Disney.
casino.
Yeah, there's no
Mm.
casino and no drink package.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have drinks. Don't get me wrong there. They have drinks.
But no package.
No package.
Well, that's probably because you're with your kids. You got to act respectable.
We bring our kids on.
Shh, don't talk about it.
That's right. Z, we cannot wait to see you on the Jubilee. We appreciate
That's right.
We
You'll be
appreciate
there
that. That's
for
right.
Christmas.
Exactly right. Chris, that's a neat offer. Hawaii. We talked about Hawaii for the
Ooh,
summer as
we
well. 15
did.
days. Hawaii.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what
Yeah.
casino offers Derek gets come
Yep.
about February.
Yep.
Because we're open to some ideas.
That's right. That's right. Jen enjoyed Disney. She has sold Disney
Okay.
before. Yes, it is expensive, $10,000 for 5 people for a week, but it was a blast. It was a blast. Yep. Oh, Jonah had not seen that yet. So the Venezia had one of her 2 inspections, it sounds like, and scored a perfect score.
Wow.
100%.
I don't know how you score a perfect score. Like
I mean,
there wasn't one thing wrong.
Yeah. The
pretty
yacht
good.
club. Yep. MSC looks awesome, and they match your status with Carnival up to gold. I've
Nice.
already matched mine exactly right. A lot of people, we might do the
I need to look at the matching our status.
Yep, up to gold at least. I'm on there March 16th. About 31 of you. Marcus, that is awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to be there the 16th as well. We have family going. My brother we're cruising together for the first time in years. My sister's going for the first time ever.
Yeah.
We have friends going. Marcus, if you want us to help you out, or it sounds like you've got a group. I hope that if you have 31 people, I hope you have booked as a group, because there's amenities and cold hard cash in it. If you need any help managing those reservations, let us know. We'd love to help you.
Email us at
travel@bookislandtime.com.
there you go.
Yep. Big Guy asked about the Oasis of the Seas. The Oasis of the Seas. It's hard to believe that she's been out now for 12 years. I was looking at the other day. I mean,
dang.
but she changed the cruising game.
She
Maybe
an old
10.
lady.
Maybe 10, 9 or 10. She changed her cruising game. I would still cruise her, of course, cruising a lot of the times
Is
from
there a
the New
ship
Jersey
you would
area.
not cruise?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then. Well,
No.
actually, no.
Sherman asked about the VIFP changes. It's hinted at over and over every few weeks. I think that something maybe is still in the works, but nothing has been announced yet. When you look at Carnival's VIFP program, that's their loyalty program, compare it to Royal Caribbean, compare it to Norwegian and others, it's obvious that it's lacking. Like platinum level on Carnival's program and platinum level on Royal Caribbean's program are completely different. At one point with Royal Caribbean, you get to a loyalty level, you get 5 free drinks a day.
A day?
Yes. Yeah,
Dang,
there's a
I
lot
don't
of
even need the drink.
that's why.
package.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who they'll have the 5 drinks, and of course they might buy 3 more, 3 or 4 more in
That's
addition
true.
to it. It's obviously lacking, and Carnival I think recognizes that. We'll see what's done. A lot of people want the loyalty programs to spread across sister lines, of course. And so
The
we'll see what
dog and the
happens.
kids are fighting.
That's right. That's right. Wendy, anything going on in 2025? There's Shelby. We haven't shown Shelby in a while.
know.
Our three-legged,
Yorkie
our
poo?
first baby. Yep.
Yeah.
Our first baby. She's
She's a
sweet,
good girl.
sweet girl. She really is. Yep. 6 for Pinnacle. Chris, you're right about that. Yeah. Oasis. If you're looking at the Oasis, I'd for sure book it. If you need help with that, let us know. On the public health scores, they round the score up or down. So 100% score is not usually 100% perfect.
Okay. So
Yep,
good information.
exactly. Yep. No gambling. You're out on Disney. Yep. Steve, yes, the Jubilee is going to be fun. It really is. There's Jax, who in the last like 2 or 3 weeks has decided, like, when I'm at home, I don't wear a shirt.
All right, go.
He's like that. That's right. Shelby girl.
Petting your girl.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Are we even done?
We're not done yet.
No, but you are. Oh.
Here we go.
Ooh,
let's
I should keep
play.
shaking this place
I
up.
know. She keeps hitting that table. What's that,
Stop,
Jax? No. We've got, I wouldn't call it a game per se, but Amanda and I were talking about, as we were talking about cruises for next summer, what we want to book and what we're looking at. And we were talking
Questions.
about, what do we want to be thinking about when we're choosing our cruise? What do we like?
That's true. What determines where you go?
Exactly. So we started talking about our favorites. So let's ask people, ask our Islanders some of their favorites. So let's start with this.
He's got a mustache,
A
y'all.
mustache. And he's been, the last week, he's been using
Quotes.
air quotes for everything.
We're on island time.
Like,
They don't make sense.
he doesn't even know what they mean. But Beckett, we take her downstairs. She might need to go downstairs.
You want a treat?
Anyway, let's talk about our favorite. Let's start off with this.
I'm out, y'all.
Yep. Thank you, baby. Let's talk about this first because it's what Amanda and I talked about first, actually, was our favorite port of call. Our favorite port of call, which has something to do with, when we're booking your cruise, where we want to go, what itinerary we want to go to. So what is your favorite, and this does not have to be strictly in the Bahamas and the Caribbean. It can be anywhere in the world. What's your favorite port of call that you visit via cruise ship? Let's see what everyone says here. I bet you we see some of the same answers. And I've got several, but some of them are very international. Gibraltar blew my mind away. I absolutely love Gibraltar and visiting this past summer, and the southern tip of Europe where the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean meet. You could see Europe on one side of the ship. You could see the continent of Africa and Morocco on the other side. It was really cool. But I know that that's rare that I'm going to get to go there. But the Virgin Islands, I see some of you saying St. Thomas, St. Martin. Yes, some of my favorite places in the world. St. Martin, going to Maho Beach where those planes fly over so low and land. St. Thomas, beautiful beaches there as well. You pull up and it's the mountains coming up out of the water. Absolutely beautiful places. Aruba. I see several that said Aruba, and Eagle Beach there in Aruba is absolutely beautiful. Half Moon Cay. Yep, Half Moon Cay. Carnival's private island. It's Princess Cruise Line, Carnival Corporation's private island. Roatan, absolutely. That's one of the ports we just get off and go to the beach, right? It's one of the cheap ports is what we call it, because you can get off and just enjoy the beach that is right there. Although there's a lot to do. If you want to be adventurous, there's zip lining and there's all kinds of different tours. It's a great place to snorkel, but we always just go to the beach. Katie has a great point here. And the more I cruise, kind of the more we think about this. Anything that has free stuff. Yeah, whether that's a cheap excursion, maybe it has a beach within walking distance. Sometimes you walk around and there's tequila tastings and things like that. I know some people who literally would get off the ship and have it mapped out of different tastings that they can walk around and taste different liquors. And of course, sometimes buy. St. Lucia, Barbados, absolutely beautiful. Matt Hinkle, yes, who has cruised over and over with many cruise lines. St. Lucia and Barbados are places that a lot of cruise lines don't visit at all. And those that do visit don't visit often. Beautiful places. Yep. Aziz says Cozumel. Cozumel sometimes gets a bad rap, but I've been to Cozumel many, many times. I don't even know, 20 plus times. and always had a blast. Yep. I saw Norway. Norway. The chat's jumping around a little bit. Also saw Grand Turk. Grand Turk is beautiful. Of course, it's a place too that you can just get off and enjoy the beach. Go to Margaritaville. Go to Jack's Shack. Bimini is pretty. Yep. Jason, I agree. Galveston needs to add more Eastern cruises. Carnival is trying to do that. They're bringing in the Miracle very, very soon. The Miracle is going to go on extended cruises, 10, 12, 14 days to Eastern. You're going to be able to go to Virgin Islands. You're going to be able to go to Aruba from Galveston. Carnival Miracle coming very soon to Galveston and doing some of these longer trips. And San Juan, the old part of town, the new part of town, the history that's in San Juan. It is beautiful. Yep. Aruba. And I saw someone said, was it Baby Beach? I haven't been. Baby Beach. I have not been to Baby Beach. We've been to Eagle Beach so many times, and it is beautiful. Skagway, absolutely. Yep. Any port that is safe, Kevin says, to explore when walking. I agree. Will Carnival ever visit Tortola? Glenn, I'm trying to register through my mind now of any cruises that I've seen going to Tortola. I can't think of any. Nope. Jewel of the Seas will have alternative cruises out of Galveston. Absolutely. Amber's Cove is another great one. It really is, Wendy. We love Amber's Cove as well. Barcelona, Steve says, oh my gosh. Barcelona. I guess Amanda and I have traveled in Europe quite a bit. Been to Rome 7 or 8 times over the years, and we both love Rome. Paris and London. We'd never gone to Barcelona before last May. I don't know if I was so busy. I just didn't get prepped for it and hyped for it. But Barcelona blew me out of the water. And then Halifax, Steve mentions for Linda. We enjoyed Halifax. We rented a car literally from Avis and drove around Halifax the whole day and absolutely loved it. Yeah, perfect day, Chris says. Absolutely. Yeah, Peace and Be Wild. NCL does Tortola. And there are others as well that do Tortola. We can help you out with that. Yep. Let's do this. Favorite form of entertainment on board. This is always interesting to me. And it's interesting how cruise ships, they know what people like. And if you're sitting there listening to live music and there's a good crowd there, and you walk and you leave and you go to one of the Broadway shows or a show in the main theater and you look around and there's a lot of people there. And you go and you walk and you go to a comedy show. There's a lot of people there. People are spaced out, and most of the time there's enough seating. Comedy, of course, is a smaller lounge, so it sells out. But a lot of times the bigger shows or live music, you can find a seat. What is your favorite form of entertainment on board? What do you like to do? What do you most look forward to? Your don't miss form of entertainment. Let us know that. And Ronnie, people watching. We're going to talk about people watching here in just a second. We enjoy that as well. Both experienced cruisers and new cruisers. Yeah, Tortola would be cool. It really would. We're going on a cruise with 18. Deborah, that's going to be so much fun to cruise with your family, make memories. That's going to be awesome. Yep. The Aqua Show on Allure of the Seas. Absolutely. If you haven't cruised the Allure or those Oasis class ships and seen the Aqua shows, they are unbelievable. The dives that are performed by the height that they're performed at on a moving ship is crazy. Live music, Sherman says. Comedy show, Leo Tito says. And lady or man dancing for Sellaway. Carnival does a good job with their Sellaway parties. I can say that. That's one thing. I had a Royal cruiser come back. They tried Royal for the first time. And one of their biggest takeaways that they didn't like was the Sellaway party. And they were like, there were 40 people there at the Sellaway party. So that's not always the case. Don't judge it on that. Comedy, The Marriage Game, absolutely loving Marriage. Punchliner and Karaoke. Broadway shows. Debbie says everything, of course. We try to hit everything, too. Carnival just announced that they're going to expand to 12 more ships by the end of next year. The first of them being the Vista started yesterday. Feud is now on the Vista, so I thought that was cool, too. Yep. The deck parties, 80s party, the White Night, the Rock and Glow, all of that is cool. Nadine just got off the Independence of the Seas. The Sellaway sucks. Great cruise overall, Nadine. I think you're the third person in the last 2 days that have told me, where's the party at? Where's the fun at for Sellaway? And you might be one of those that get down there and dance at Sail Away, or you may be a people watcher, but a lot of people love that Sail Away party. They do. Several people said people watch when we talked about your favorite activity. Let me ask you this. I have it on here. What's your favorite place? Where do you like to hunker down, chill, grab a drink, grab some snacks, and people watch? Where at on the ship do you like to people watch? There are several places. And I think we'll see probably the main place will be Lido deck, midship for most ships. People either dancing to live music, the steel drums, they're walking out of the restaurants or buffets. Let's see what people say here. It's always interesting for me. One thing I look at, and I'm not really a foodie, but it's always fun to see what people are eating. The ice cream cones that come out, and some of them are, it's like, what were you thinking there? And then some of them are perfect, and they're 8 inches tall, perfect ice cream cone, or you look over there and there's 3 guys burgers coming out, and you're like, golly, you're going to eat all those. It's crazy to me. Or someone walks out of the Windjammer and they got 2 big plates, and you're like, okay, whatever. Or someone's got the desserts or the salads. And sometimes I think, well, where'd you get that? I haven't seen that. And I will ask people, where did you get that? So I enjoy that. A comedy show, Steve says, is a good one. It's funny, Steve, that's one of my favorite places to watch people. We're usually early in line. We get our seats. And I love to watch people come into the lounge and just see their reaction. Because some of them are like, screw it. I'm going to the very front. I'm sitting front row. And if you go to comedy shows on cruise ships or land, you know what I'm talking about. You might get picked on. There's a chance, depending on the comedian. Some people say, screw it, I want to be picked on. And then some people walk in, and it's like, oh, there's front row seats, but we can't sit there. Can we sit over there? So it's always fun to watch people walk into the comedy show. The nightclub. Nightclub is a good one. Lido, you and I, we've been at a fair share of nightclubs. It's fun to figure out sometimes what's going on, who belongs to who. Sometimes it's a web. I don't know. I don't get it. But it's like, okay, how do you think them two met? And then before they dance a couple songs, then they go into something else, and now he went over there with her, and he went with her, and maybe they're friends, maybe they're in the same group. Who knows? But it is always fun. Karaoke is fun as well. Karaoke is so much fun, is it not? People sign up and they call them up there, and not that you judge a book by its cover by any means, but sometimes you're blown away, right? The music starts and the first note, and someone can sing that you maybe thought that they couldn't sing, and you're like, oh my gosh. And so, or someone that can't sing, but they can entertain, and they get everybody into the song. That's always fun as well. It is fun to people watch. It really is. I'm always one of the things that I do is enjoy. Debbie's a front row person. Oh my gosh. Steve sits pretty close to the front. He did on the Venezia. He was second row, third row. They can entertain, but they can't sing. They get up there anyway, and I'm fine with that because it's fun. Yep, it is. I like sitting on my balcony for future pier runners. Yes, Glenn, I have some videos actually I need to post. Last time we were in Cozumel of pier runners. There was a lady running that should not have been running. She was not in the right state of mind to be running, and she was running. And I think the Carnival staff literally were telling her, don't run. We're not leaving you, but please stop running because you're a danger to yourself running. She did not. She had some rum runners or something. I don't know, but she did not need to be running. I need to post that. And then she saw a sea turtle. It was a sea turtle, and she wanted to jump in to get the sea turtle. But, yep. Crash, yes. You haven't missed all of it. We still have 5 minutes left. We usually go at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We moved it up just to try something new. My wife always makes me go front row on comedy, Will G. That is crazy. The atrium is nice as well. We like to people watch at the atrium, and the drinks and the wines that are ordered. We always enjoy that as well. I know I can't sing, but I try. I do the same. I enjoy a little karaoke every now and then. Lido Tito, Mr. Mike could tell you that. If you're cruising from Galveston, Stuttgarten's, look up Stuttgarten's. It is just across the street, really, really close to the terminal. And a couple of nights a week, they have karaoke on a rooftop, third story rooftop bar. And depending on the time of year, like right now, it would be awesome. Karaoke is free. There's a bar out there. Prices are fair. And Lito, Tito, and I have we've sang our fair share of karaoke songs while we've been waiting for the cruise ship to come into port. Well past midnight, we're still singing, even though we can't sing, right? I'm not even sure we can entertain. It's okay if you can't sing, if you can entertain. If you can't sing and you can't entertain, probably don't need a karaoke. Yep, absolutely. Misty is on the Carnival Magic, and we have cruised the Magic before. It's been so long, 2014. We enjoyed the Magic. Misty, we hope that you're having a great cruise on board, enjoying the Magic. We miss her. She was in Galveston for years, and we sailed her then. Yep, 2 weeks ago, Glory Casino wasn't open. 20 minutes. Someone hit cash link for $25,000. Unbelievable. Katie says pool is where she likes to people watch. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. You like the 8 o'clock better than the 9. Good, Nadine. Good. Your favorite place to grab a bite to eat or drink? I want you to list your favorite place to grab a bite to eat or drink. For some people, this will be a specialty dining restaurant. They know that it's a couple-hour experience. For some people, maybe main dining room. Some people, buffet. Some people, something quick or a drink. And I've 25 plus cruises. My mind goes to the drink, and I'm not a huge drinker, especially at home. But what Carnival has done with the Alchemy Bar is unbelievable. We have just had so many good evenings before dinner, after dinner, maybe both. We could go and grab a drink before dinner, come back and grab a couple of drinks. But the atmosphere and the people and some ships. Alchemy is located in Ocean Plaza. We've just had so much fun at Alchemy and met so many good people over the years. Alchemy it's mine. It is. Let's see what everyone else says. Steakhouse, ice cream machine. Absolutely, Ronnie. I love some ice cream. And the best is when you don't plan it, right? You're just walking by and you're like, hey, we're here. You want to get some ice cream? Yeah. Glenn, I'm ready for her to sell as well. I do. Big guy, there are so many people that can sing but don't choose not to sing for whatever reason. I agree. Yeah, Promenade is a great place. When does the Jubilee arrive in Galveston? Last I'd heard, the evening of the 21st. We'll see if that takes place. A lot of the onboarding for food and beverages and other things is actually going to happen in Galveston. It was going to happen before it left the shipyard, and then maybe it was going to happen in Miami, but it sounds like it's going to happen in Galveston, so she's going to be there for at least 24 hours before she leaves the 23rd. Last I had heard, though. Of course, it can change. We'll see. Yeah, Blue Iguana. A lot of people said Blue Iguana. Yep. Alchemy Bar. We have a couple of those. What's a good drink at the Alchemy Bar? I haven't found one that I like there. Rich, the Cucumber Sunrise. It sounds crazy to put cucumber in a drink with strawberry syrup, simple syrup, and orange juice and Grey Goose vodka. But the Cucumber Sunrise is what they're known for. It is a good drink. 40 is the new 20 is good. But honestly, what I do, Rich, is I tell them the type of liquor that I want. Grey Goose or maybe some sort of rum, and then what flavor I want, which usually I say strawberry or blueberry, and they muddle those and create some custom drink that you don't even have a name, which stinks because you want to order it the next day. And you're like, hey, can you make me that strawberry blueberry drink you made? But that's what I like best about those Alchemists is there's a huge selection of liquors, and some of them are out and ready to use, and some of them are in the back. I've seen them go back before and grab something because someone requested a particular flavor. So maybe try that out. Yep. Cherry on top, Glenn. I love some cherry on top. We always grab some candy before we go to a show. And then cherry on top is great for sending gifts. Yep. Main dining in Guy's Burger. Absolutely. Mongolian, Frankie. We love Mongolian too. Usnavi is a big Mongolian fan as well. We love Mongolian, and unfortunately, it's not on the newer ships. It's not in its current form. Right? It's not. Steakhouse is fancy, but I'm sorry, I make better steak than them. I've been on a few different ships. It's good, but not really that great. It's just fancy, Steven says. Yep, I'd agree with that. A lot of times it's the seasoning, which is the toughest part, right? Because seasoning is so subjective. And so a lot of times when I've ordered a steak personally, the cut of meat has been great. The tenderness of the meat has been great. It was cooked great, but it maybe needed some season that if it were at my house, we'd have slapped some seasoning on there before we cooked it. So I know how it goes. Absolutely. I wanted a Bob Marley, but they didn't have the stuff to make it at Alchemy, Debbie. Casino Bar. I've actually ordered a Bob Marley from the Casino Bar. If you're looking for a specialty drink like that, usually Casino Bar can make just about anything. Even when some other places will tell you we can't make that, maybe there's too much liquor in that, Casino Bar will usually, of course I say that, and now several ships don't have a Casino Bar, right? Yep. Of course, Gigi's, yes, is the new Mongolian on newer ships. But I enjoy the traditional Mongolian walk. That's especially on those Dream class ships. Yep. All rooms should be ready on Jubilee for the first cruise on the 23rd. Absolutely. Yes, it should be ready to go. Sea trials should, maybe at the end of this month. Well, yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, I would say. Sea trials will probably start up. So Fortune Teller does have good drinks. Absolutely. On Mardi Gras. She's only on Mardi Gras. Yep. Hello, Joya from Straight Point, Alaska. How about that? I see Straight Point, Alaska. That is cool. I hope that you're doing well. It's still daylight. I guess till about 10 o'clock, right? In certain parts of Alaska. That's cool. It is. It is well after 8, and Beckett's about to go downstairs, but I'll let him sign us off here if he wants to. The hour flew by. I didn't get through half of what I wanted to. I hope that you guys have a great week. Fall is in the air, and I hope that you're enjoying this time of year. Hope work is not too much for you. I want to remind you, if you're looking to book a cruise or you just booked a cruise and need someone to manage it, we would love to help you with that. Shoot us an email. Matter of fact, Amanda and I are both about to work. Go downstairs. Amanda hopefully is already working, but I'm going to go downstairs and work a little bit. Email us, travel@bookislandtime.com. We will help you out. We'll try to get to you even tonight. We have probably 15 or 20 emails to get to, but we'd love to help you plan, book, or manage your next cruise. If you want to transfer it to us, we'll do all the work for you. We'll watch your price, look for upgrades as well. I hope you have a great, great week. How he gets his name is why I have my nickname. Exactly. Yep. Beckett with his Chiefs shirt on. Patrick Mahomes. Have you had a good weekend? You have? Did you win your football game?
Yeah.
On Saturday? What was the score?
28-0.
Did you ran the ball once? You got several flags. Your team is now
3-0.
You're 3-0 this year, and they've never lost since kindergarten. You guys are 17-0, and you've scored. I think you've outscored your opponents in 3 games, 112-0. You have not given up a touchdown yet.
No. 99.
We had 86 and we scored 28.
No, we had 81.
We had 86, I think.
No, 81.
We'll have to do the math, right? He's having a good year, though. And baseball, too, right? Everyone's saying hello to you, by the way. They're having fun. They've got a good little squad. We have 10 boys that play flag football at 7-on-7, but 8 of the 10 also play baseball for us. So it's the same families that we see night after night, the same boys. A lot of them go to the same school together. And so everyone's saying hello to you. You see that on the right side? So hi, Beckett. Hi, Beckett. We're good. So have a good night.
What?
So have a good night.
Have a good night.
Are you about to go to bed? You got your tired voice. Ooh, that would be cool. LSU. Mike says he wants us to go to the LSU game this weekend. You want to go? It's at LSU. You want to go? Good deal. Guys, have a great week, and we will see you. We'll have our daily show tomorrow right here.
On Island Time.